So I haven't uploaded in a while, and that's because high school. Enough said. But then I decided to do this, and now you've seen the topic of the video, and you probably think, oh, flat earthers, they're just stupid people. I mean, why would they believe in something like that? And it's true, society has labeled these guys to be either extremely stupid, conspiracy theorists, just people who want attention, and in reality, society's mostly right. So we're going to take a look at some of the beliefs these flat earthers have and attempt to disillusion them, disprove, debunk, I guess? Disprove them. As far as I can tell, and this is a broad generalization, there are basically two major types of flat earthers. Group A, which owns the domain of Flat Earth Society and believes in models like this, this, and this. And then there's Group B, which doesn't really have a model yet, and they say that Group A are shills, people paid by the government to spread misinformation about flat earthers. And Group B is the more interesting one, because if Group B is right about Group A, it means Group B are the only flat earthers, and this is getting confusing already. So let's move on to the flat earth. First big problem, gravity. Both groups are unanimous in saying gravity doesn't exist. So let's start with Group A. They believe that the disk of Earth is going upwards at 9.8 meters per second squared, being pushed by a universal accelerator or dark energy or etheric wind. And it's true that if that were to happen and gravity didn't exist, then that would technically simulate gravity. The problem with that is that it's accelerating. It's s squared. If it was just 9.8 meters per second, then we wouldn't feel it because of inertia. But it's slowly getting faster and faster each second. So the first second the Earth was created, which these guys don't say, I think some of them believe that God created it, some of them might be atheists, so I really don't know how that ties in with their beliefs, but the first second it was created, it was going at 9.8 meters per second. The next second, 19.6. It just keeps going faster and faster. And there's a problem with that, and that has to do with light speed. Light speed is the ultimate speed limit of the universe at about 300,000 meters per second. Wait, sorry, 300,000 kilometers per second. Now, that's a lot for us here on Earth. By cosmic scales, it's actually pretty slow. And that's why things take so long to happen on the grandest of scales. The problem with this flat Earth is that since it's constantly accelerating, at some point it's going to have to hit that speed limit. So, has it hit it? Well, if we are to believe carbon dating and things like that, then the Earth is 4.5 billion years old. 4.5 billion years in seconds is about 142 quadrillion seconds. So how fast would Earth be going? All you gotta do is multiply that by 9.8. It's a lot. Actually, let me write that a bit better. So this is in meters per second. How about kilometers per second? It's a bit faster. So this is fast. It's about 4.5 trillion times faster than the speed of light. Let's put that in perspective. The size of the Milky Way galaxy is about 53,000 light years, meaning it would take one photon of light 53,000 years to get from one side of the Milky Way to another. 53,000 years, light, the fastest object in our universe, 53,000 years from one side of the Milky Way galaxy to another. It takes this disk about 6 minutes. That's fast. Let me show it another way. Imagine a golf ball, okay? This golf ball just floating in space. And imagine it accelerates to this speed and hits Earth. This is approximately what would happen. closest defense to this. It can't happen because it can't happen. I don't think they know what they're talking about. So that was Group A's take on gravity. Now on to Group B. So they say this is a bunch of made up stuff, and they believe in density. Basically, heavier stuff goes down and lighter stuff doesn't go down as much. See, the amount of information I have about these flat earthers is a little lacking, probably because I got it from this one community on Reddit called Earth is Level. Not Earth is Flat, Earth is Level. They don't really have a model, and they tend to ban people who ask too many questions or they think are trolling, which, to be fair, a lot of people are trolling. On to part 2, celestial objects. The Earth is not a planet by definition, and it sits in the center of our solar system, above which the planets and the sun revolve. Basically, it looks like this, I think. If it was true, you would have to build a map of all the stars and then plot them to points on a globe on a dome above the Earth. Something so easy that only someone with a PhD has done it, and he still said that there are some problems that his model could not solve. It's a great website, I recommend you check it out. You can play around the model if you like. It's a little confusing. And then Group, I haven't really found anything on what they believe the flat Earth looks like. Flat Earth has still got some problems, and it's still got a long way to go. If the entirety of humanity moves to Mars, there might be a flat Mars society. And that brings us to our third point, conspiracy. I can't disprove it. You literally just can't disprove if someone is lying to you and you have no proof that they're lying. Then during the Cold War, each space agency made up more and more lies to keep up with each other until they finally stopped and says, oh, NASA's run out of funding, I guess we can't do space anymore. I'm not really sure how they see SpaceX and Elon Musk, considering they're private entities, not really connected to the government. Oh, they probably think they are connected to the government and it's all one big conspiracy like Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of stuff can be explained away with conspiracies, like photos, faked, studies, faked. But as yet, people still believe that the Earth is flat. They proceed to call people that believe in the globe, globies, globetards, I think, and they call themselves logical-minded globe deniers. And this subreddit is weird. Flat Earth Society is also weird. It's all one big conspiracy. Alright, goodbye.